It's week 6 of the 2027 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. Under the lights on Thursday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate...
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's enough for a first down. Back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Going for it all. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he'll be taken down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one was open.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Now, faking the give. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
We're about ready now for the punt. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That'll be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. This drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run on first and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Right away, they'll set up to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This a 46-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And his guys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he is going to be out of bounds. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Tight end motioning left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it. Because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's a toss, right side. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Taken at the 19. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. So now this team's offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now give on the ground, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To a tight end motioning left here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. And that will be a 1st down.
A gain of 14 results in a 1st down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost...
And he's into the end zone. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. A run now on 2nd down. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. You're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff, running right. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Big play coming up. This is third down. He's going to have the first down and then some. That's a gain of 18 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Whoa, and this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And now the punting unit will come up. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now on 2nd and long. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. They'll run here. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 4th down, out comes the punter. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. They'll stick to the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's it.
So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This taken at the 5. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
What a time for that. I mean, you've just finished 4 quarters. You've got guys with tired legs, they're dragging, they're worn out, and then you get this return, it sparks your entire sideline, and you have a chance to win this game right away here on this opening drive of overtime.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And now a big mistake here. Opening kickoff of overtime goes out of bounds. So the first drive will begin at the 40. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Now they'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. This one intercepted. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
Now a run on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I think at this point, Mike, he doesn't care whether they hand it to him, throw it to him. He just wants to be the guy with the ball in his hand when his team needs a big play, and he came through there with a big first.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So now, a big spot coming here. This one to win it in overtime.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.